Hello there, welcome to an old man on the Pennine Way again. It's day 8, I think. It's a bit confusing because one day I was moving the caravan, so it's the 9th day. I think it's day 8 of walking. I'm just walking towards Tennant Gill and going up Fountains Fell, which was called Fountains Fell because it was owned by the monks at Fountains Abbey Cistercian monastery near Ripon. There are lead mines on top of the mountain and a bit of coal. I was talking to a local out at Malham who said that the miners used to walk up on a Monday with enough food to last the week and actually live in the mines and come down on the Friday back to Malham for the weekend. The fact there's lead there probably made it quite a valuable piece of real estate, and it's that sort of thing that I guess encouraged Henry VIII to cast his eyes on the monasteries and their properties. I imagine it was given to them possibly by some ne'er-do-well in return for them saying prayers for him all the time to help him out of purgatory. Anyway, going along here, we've got Fountains Fell down the other side, then Pennine. And for the first time since I've been walking, it's not blue sky, and perhaps it'll be a bit cooler for walking. Okay, 9:20. I'm part way up, don't quite know how far up really. That's where I'm heading with my shoulder. I've stopped in a hollow out of the wind, try and let you hear what I'm saying a bit. Obviously an area of limestone around here because there's swallow holes, and I think they look like a cave back there. So we just keep pounding on up this track up to the shoulder in the Fountains Fell. It's just one long grind really. I've been trying to find you somewhere to show you one of the problems we had 50 odd years ago. I'm coming along what's obviously the miners' track here, and we're in thick mist by now. We've been in thick mist since Malham. So from here we couldn't actually see the bit over there where the track starts again. So if you head off in that direction, we'd head off about 10 or 15 metres and we'd suddenly find ourselves totally in the middle of a quaking bog, or what I've always called quaking bogs, where the top layer of turf is floating on a layer of water underneath, and as you step across you get waves going out in the turf from where you're standing, and it looks like that area in front might have been that sort of area at some time. So if you just get off the path slightly, and you couldn't see the path in the mist, you ended up in that area down there, and it quaked as you walked along, which was a bit disconcerting because it took 3 or 4 steps to realise you were walking into one. This is actually a doddle today, it's glorious, and I'm making quite good time for me. Okay, so I've made it up to the top of Fountains Fell. just down off the summit of Fountains Fell now. Found a bit of shelter. Hopefully the wind noise won't be so bad. It took me about an hour and 3/4 to get up there, I think. It's 2 hours since I started now. It did surprise me that the path was so clear, because I remember last time we had quite a lot of problems finding our way up there. I told you about the quaking bogs further on the other side, but we were forever losing the path as well. Okay, so from now on I've got to go up Pennine, which is just that over my shoulder there. So up there and down the other side, and that's it for today really, because the next leg is from Horton in Ribblesdale to Hawes, and there's no easy way to split it, so I can't go part way up it. Get Roz to pick me up. I've come down Fountains Fell, up the road, and I'm just starting across to Pennine, which is the hill behind me there. You go up the sharp bit at the front. Now when we were here in '67, we'd spent 4 hours in the mist by now. We've been lost a fair few times upon Fountains Fell, but we had found our way there. And then we came down here and we got up to the top somewhere over there, and we looked at the route to Pennine, and it said undefined there, and we had no idea whether it was more of Fountains Fell or more of the first day upon Kinder. So in the end we opted out of it and went straight down into Horton in Ribblesdale via a thing called the Long Road, which is very long and out of the way. And I don't actually remember seeing Pennine at all, because the next day it was misty to start with, and we were up along towards Hawes, and I don't think we ever saw Pennine, so I never knew what I was missing. I've done this bit here rather than up the top there, in case it's too windy. Still pounding my way up to the wall that comes over from the other side. Bracken bottom, I think it is. And then straight up the face there, along the wall for a bit, over to the left near the boulders, and then straight up to the top, which is interesting. I've done it a couple of times, so it's easy, it's not a problem. Okay, so that's Pennine. I'm just about to start up the steep bit. I think there won't be any filming done up there, not by me anyway. That's the steep bit over. Just the amble over the flagstones to the summit. It was quite steep. That's Fountains Fell over there, where I came from. Just left the summit of Pennine. Steps down here, which goes into that long path out there, and Horton in Ribblesdale is inside down the bottom there. The quarry. Okay. I've been plodding down this road to Horton in Ribblesdale, all the way from the top of Pennine, which is back there. So there were stone steps, but there was a lot of hardcore paths with cobbles the size of cricket balls on, which are really hard to walk on. So I'm on this lane now, heading towards Horton in Ribblesdale, and that's the end of day 8 for an old man on the Pennine Way again. Thanks for watching. When we were here in '67, We'd come down the road from there, walked down the road, and we stood here wondering what to do, sheltering under here because it was pouring with rain. We didn't know whether to camp in the wet, go to the pub. This pub wasn't open. Go to the pub. They weren't open because of opening hours, or walk on. And in the end, we walked on into the along the Pennine Way. But I do remember this door because immediately opposite is the church. Yeah, I stood here for a long time trying to decide what to do.